Aloha and welcome to Mana Inspiration with yours truly, Note Endurance. And like always, we're going to have our scripture. And our scripture today is Matthew 7, verse 24 through 27, which states, "Therefore, anyone who hears these words of mine and puts them into practice like a wise man who builds his house on the rock, the rain came down, the streams rose, the winds blew, beat against the house, but yet it did not fall because it had its foundation on the rock. But everyone who hears these words of mine and does not put them into practice is like the foolish man who builds his house on the sand, which the rain comes down, streams rose, winds blew, beat against the house, and it fell with a great crash." Hearing that scripture in Matthew, it reminds me of what your faith built on. And it also brought to me, I don't know, it's kind of strange, but the Three Little Pigs story. Now, most of you know it. There's three pigs, there's a big bad wolf. Now, the first pig builds his house out of straw. The big bad wolf comes through, he puffs, blows the house down. Second one builds his house out of sticks. The big bad wolf comes through, huffs, puffs, blows that house down. Now the last one builds his house out of brick. Now the wolf goes outside, huffs, puffs, and has no effect whatsoever. And that's because of this foundation that it's built on. And it brings me to the question, what is your faith built on? When things are crashing down, when that wolf comes in and you thought that you built your faith on brick, but you actually put it together with straw and it's not sturdy, it's not stable, just like the other on the sand, the big bad wolf, which I would say considered the devil, is blowing at your house or blowing problems your way. Is your faith that sturdy where, oh, I'll say not sturdy, where it falls down in a couple of puffs? Same with the sticks. Now, it's easy to have faith in the good times when everything's going good, but when that wolf is at your door, in your front door knocking, and you know for a fact that maybe your faith is built out of those straw or those sticks, I would say you're kind of worried. Now, this is where we need to build it on those bricks, just like that last little pig, just like in the beginning of that verse, on the stern, steady foundation. They always say in building, the bigger the foundation, the higher the building can go. Usually, the stronger it is, the longer it's going to last. There was a story I heard of, there was a crack in a skyscraper on the let's say 35th floor. Now they brought in the structural engineer, and he came in and looking at the crack, he decided to go straight to the basement. Now, the person that explained to him, the crack is not in the basement, the crack is right here. But yet, he brought him down with him to the basement and explained that in order for that crack to get up to the 35th floor, it has to be a crack in the foundation which carried up. So we need to structurally stabilize the building. This is what I'm saying is, what are we structurally stabilizing our faith on? Are we stabilizing it on God, on the Word? Are we staying in it? Are we building that foundation to where if the wind blows, we're not going to be harmed like that last pig? What are we doing? So this is where I ask you, what is your faith built on? Is it built on that strong rock, or are you easily tipped over, easily overcome by trials, tribulations, or that big bad wolf at your door blowing? This is where we need to equip and, I would say, stabilize ourselves for those trials, for those tribulations. And that way, when those come and the big bad wolf comes, you're like that third pig. it's not affecting you, we know it shall pass. There's that saying, pain is only temporary. And that's the same with these problems. It's only temporary. And on the other side of that temporary is greatness, is your glory. I love you guys. You guys have a blessed week. Aloha. Salute to the troops. Like the message, subscribe, share it with others. But I want to encourage everybody, build your faith on something that's stabilized, and you can be that foundation that you've seen your grandparents, your parents be that backbone of the family. That could be you. Aloha again. I love you guys. Have a blessed week. Thanks.